Now it is possible to participate in the manifestation of 1,000 Goloka sanctuary communities around the world while you sleep, while you work at your desk, and while you're participating in the incredible Sahasra Sirsha Brahma meditation program. We have a new Vitara called the SSB Neurogenesis Vitara that is quite amazing. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this Vitara works. So this is an interesting Vitara, small, compact. It sits by your bed or on your desk, and it has an object called a frequency generator module. This object is a Vedic Vitara antenna that contains electromagnets, and the electromagnets pulse according to frequencies delivered to them from a number of frequency modules. This pulsing of these electromagnets creates brainwave entrainment, causing the brain to operate in the theta frequency. That's a frequency of about 5 to 7 cycles per second. And also, in some modules, produces the gamma frequency. Now, gamma is an unusual frequency, not able to be produced by the physical neurons of the brain. So where does it come from? We believe it comes from the connection of the individual with the silent witness. So this is a very unusual device that will allow you to easily connect with the silent witness and experience that state of consciousness known as moksha or liberation. Witnessing. You will be witnessing your activity while connected with this SSB Neurogenesis Vitara. Now, the neurogenesis, what does that mean? Well, that's a word that is coined by the scientists who study brain waves, EEG, electroencephalography. Neurogenesis means the creation of neurons. So the question that is asked often and studied a lot in neurology and neuroscience is, why does the brain lose its ability to function at optimal levels as we age? Well, many scientists believe that it's due to the loss of neurons. See, neurons are unique of all the cells in our body, in that they do not have the ability to replicate. Other cells in the body, we have many cells throughout the body that have this ability, and they can extend their lifespan simply by duplicating themselves. However, neurons do not have that ability. There are a couple of places in the brain that are dedicated to the creation of new neurons. And if the brain is not given the opportunity for creating new neurons, then over time, the number of neurons in the brain declines and eventually begins to be experienced as cognitive decline. We don't have to go through cognitive decline if we can maintain the 100 billion neurons that we were born with. But the typical adult, age 45, now has only 84 billion neurons. A lot of neurons have been lost and not replaced. This is due to various factors. Often, it can be traced back to the habit of an individual of only sleeping 6 hours a night. Now, why would that happen? Well, during the night, the brain goes into this theta frequency for various amounts of time in each sleep cycle. Sleep cycle is 90 minutes. So when the brain goes into this sleep cycle and it reaches the theta state, then the brain begins to create new neurons. But the length of the theta state is critical. At least 15 minutes of coherent theta brainwave activity is required as the catalyst to trigger neurogenesis. And we only receive a long amount of theta in the 5th sleep cycle. So if you habitually sleep only 6 hours a night, you're only sleeping for 4 sleep cycles. And you miss that 5th one. And when you miss the 5th sleep cycle, you pay for it through the loss of neurons. So one thing we can do is get enough sleep, of course, but in order to create neurons and keep them, we have to do something special. See, when neurons are created, they literally move about in the brain looking for areas of activity where they can be of use. If they find no areas of activity, after a while, these neurons will die. They have to be put to work quickly after being created in order for them to integrate into the brain and add to the number of neurons. So this is very important. Even though you may be getting a lot of sleep, if you're not using your brain, after you wake up in the day, you're not using your mind for solving problems, logic problems, or math problems, or meditation. Using the mind for meditation is an important way to exercise the mind. If you're not using the mind in some way, then the neurons will not integrate. Now, the SSB Neurogenesis Vitara has a special feature in which it immediately puts all new neurons created to work. And this is done by activating the brain using 2 different types of syllables collected from the Vedic literature. One are the 432,000 syllables of the Rig Veda. In particularly, the 10th mandala is very important for maintaining the health of the consciousness creating aspects of our human physiology. And so the SSB Vitara incorporates the 10th mandala of the Rig Veda in some of the modules. In some of the modules, it incorporates the Brahma Sutras. By doing this, it gives these new brain cells a place to integrate into. If it's the Brahma Sutras, they're integrating into the experience of Brahman consciousness that comes during the sleep or activity that's being conducted while using the SSB Neurogenesis Vitara, or the 10th mandal of the Rig Veda, which creates a stimulation throughout the entire brain, allowing these new brain cells to integrate in the areas where they're needed. So that's a very important part of the Neurogenesis Vitara, the integration of new brain cells. Now this Vitara is very convenient, can be placed by the bed, the frequency module generator slipped under the pillow, and all night you will be experiencing not only very precise and coherent sleep cycles, but during the 5th sleep cycle you will have the greater period of theta and the creation of new brain cells. You can also use this Vitara with other modules we call the moksha modules. And the moksha modules include the gamma frequency as well as theta to cause a brainwave entrainment that supports the connection with the silent witness. And so you can use the Neurogenesis Vitara during the day while you're meditating or working at a desk job, and it will help you to maintain your connection with the silent witness and experience life from the level of unbounded pure awareness. So read some more about it in this website, and you'll find it is a rich feature device that will help you in many, many ways to achieve higher states of consciousness, as well as participate directly in the Sahasra Sirsha Brahma Emergence Event. Now, the Emergence Event occurs when 1,000 individuals are practicing the SSB meditation together. The Vitara provides a foundation for this practice. As you use your Vitara, you're being also rewarded with Goloka Coins. Goloka Coins are a new cryptocurrency that is asset-backed. Unlike Bitcoin, which has only price speculation to determine its value, the Goloka coin has the assets of the Goloka project, a 501c3 nonprofit organization in the United States, backing the value of the Goloka coin. You receive a Goloka coin periodically as you testify that you've used the SSB Neurogenesis Vitara during sleep or during the day. If you just use it for sleep, in 4.5 years, as the length of this particular campaign ends on December 31st, 2025, you will have earned at least $15,000 worth of Goloka coins. That's at their current price of $30 each. If you use the Vitara during the day as well as at night, you can double the amount that you receive, up to $30,000. And this is in addition to the number of Goloka coins you receive for participating in the SSB meditation. So this is quite the unusual product. When you purchase this product, you're given immediately enough Goloka coins to literally cover the cost of the product. And then as you use it, more and more Goloka coins are added to your account. We do this because by raising your own level of consciousness, you are directly participating in the emergence event. Emergence event will transform human society. Now we're in a period of chaos and destruction. There are so many forces that are working against a free human life. And this is due to the lower level of consciousness of the human race. But as individuals raise their level of consciousness through the use of this device and the meditation, it will cause the entire society's level of consciousness, the collective consciousness, to increase as well. And that increase in collective consciousness will change life for everyone on earth. So you can participate in this change, performing maximum service to humanity, doing only just your daily routine and your night of sleep while having the SSB Neurogenesis Vitara with you.